I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Rams going up against the Giants. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll run the option left. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on third. Goff. Austin's got it left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch 23, watch 23. Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good for a New York 1st down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, Goff again. And Thomas has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
They'll run again with Bernard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Hill with it over the middle. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end. You've got the wing back. You might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well. They really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
22. Let's go. 319. 319. Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play clock's running down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They come up in an offset eye. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He drops it off for Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, it's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a first down throw. Gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing again is Goff. On the screen, Bernard. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Rams defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Encroachment defense. Still first down.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
All right, here we go.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Goff. And Hill with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll make it third down. So a 3rd and 8. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a fourth down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39! Green 39! Stop your whining.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll go with a keeper.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal?
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We get a look now at the Giants defense as they file into position. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. To throw on second down is gone. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's third down. Yards to gain here on third down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on third down, gone. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. From the 50, it's Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third, Goff. And that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's fourth down.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. Ten yards still left on second down. Goff throwing again. And Hill with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Goff. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, Charles, the forecast call.